Well, from the first day that I arrived at the papal apartment to begin my new service as second secretary, Pope Benedict immediately showed to me his paternal attitude, welcoming me in my new role and as a new member of the pontifical family. He used to make a lot of questions about my culture, my history in Malta, and also about my studies and my family. So I felt very welcomed. I felt very much at ease, because to live with the Pope is something not usual. So it was a very unique experience. And so he used to listen very complacent about what I had to tell him about our culture, and especially traditions linked with the festivities of Christmas and of Easter. And then from his part also, he used to like telling us anecdotes about his childhood. So I found these anecdotes so beautiful and so meaningful that I thought to write them down on a copybook, like on a diary, so that they will not get lost. The trait as a person which I had the privilege to appreciate most is his delicate soul. The way he used to behave, to relate himself with God and with others. He was very pure, without ever judging anybody or being suspicious about anybody. He was really a man who carried with dignity the name of his patron saint Joseph. So he was so caring towards every person, towards us, but also towards the people who used to serve him day by day. I remember that he was kind enough to call me in his study 2 weeks before pronouncing that news to the world, and he told me, so well, I have decided to abdicate, to finish my ministry as a successor of Peter. Of course, I was really devastated. I could not understand what was happening. Firstly, I thought that I could try to convince him to think it over. But then I realized in my heart that who knows how long he has been praying for this. And in that particular mind, something came back to my memories. I recall that for the Mass in the private chapel of the Pope, we two secretaries used to be ready inside the sacristy, wearing our liturgical vestments, waiting for the Pope to come, and then we would help him. And then as the clock of the courtyard of St. Damasus strikes the hour of 7 a.m., he used to say the prayer and we would begin punctually the Mass. But there was a period when Pope Benedict kept praying even after the clock struck the hour. So I thought the Pope must be praying for something very, very important. At the time when he was telling me about his decision to abdicate, this came back to me. He said, could be that when he was continuing to pray after the normal time of the beginning of the Mass, maybe he was praying for that so that the Lord would give him the light to know the exact moment when he could say, well, I'm not any more capable of doing this. Very different, but also they have many common traits. For example, their modesty, their simplicity. So their point of view is, I love God, I am serving the Church of Christ. So I say, when I speak, when I do my work or present myself as a representative of the Pope, I should not think about myself. I should not present my personality. I should rather focus my attention on loving God, doing His will, and serving the Church. And this is of great importance. I am very grateful to both popes for teaching me these very valuable aspects.